Welcome back to the podcast. And today we have Game Award news to talk about. Um,
It was
Mixed feelings. There's definitely mixed feelings going into it. I will say, um, I think Danny, I think you're more upset than anybody about this. So if you wanna,
yeah,
you
well,
can
I
start
mean,
this off.
I mean, in terms of the announcement, some cool stuff, I guess, was announced, but no FromSoft, no Bloodborne, no Kojima. I'm not like
Yeah.
the biggest Kojima fanboy, but I would always like to see Kojima, but some cool stuff was announced. I can't say that it was bad. The trailer for what was it? Kingdom Come Deliverance? No, Divinity Original
Oh,
Sin
yeah. The makers of
3.
Baldur's Gate 3.
Yes, that trailer was actually probably one of the craziest game trailers I've ever seen. And
Yeah.
that's not really like my type of game, so I don't know if I'm gonna play it, but that trailer was fire. That was
hmm I
um
think, yeah, I think overall there was a lot of really cool games that were announced. Again, a lot of hype games like the known ones such as Resident Evil. Um, you know, uh, there were other ones like there's Tomb Raider, the remake of the first one, and they're making a brand new Tomb Raider, which is cool. It's
Tomb
back to
Raider,
back.
always good. Well,
Yeah, Tomb
yeah,
Raider's
they're releasing the remake of the original, which I think is from like 1994 and
yeah.
1996. They have remastered it before, but I think it was in like 2009. I remember I have it. It's for the Wii.
hmm
So,
No, this is like a remake
this is like a
completely.
full redo, so hopefully that is good. I like Tomb Raider. It's another reboot though. I was a big fan of the 2013 reboot that had Tomb Raider, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, Rise of the Tomb, like that series. I really like
Yeah.
those games. But I like Lara Croft, so
Yeah.
hopefully she'll come back and it's good.
Yeah, I think also we also got like some more updates on some other games such as Resident Evil. We got more into it. Leon Kennedy officially got announced
He's not in a
into the game.
wheelchair like some people were
He's
suspecting.
not in a wheelchair. He's actually still badass. He looks like he has not lost a step. He just definitely looks older. Um, which is great because they said that Leon he'll have some parts where you play Leon, but he's not going to overshadow the main character, which is a
Yeah.
good thing.
They
I
they
think.
they said something like the survival horror parts are gonna be with the girl,
Mhm.
and then the action oriented parts are gonna be with Leon. So it's gonna be two like contrasting kind of play styles.
Yeah, but Leon is not gonna overtake her. Like she's still
Yeah,
the
yeah.
focal point of the game, which is still good. I like how they're not just like, okay, we're just gonna keep milking Leon. Like, no, we're gonna try with a new character. We're gonna do that, and we're gonna make good with her. That's really good, I think. We got more Batman Lego. It's literally just
It
Arkham Asylum
look yo
series
low key.
with Lego,
I'm not buying a Lego game to be honest. Not
but it looks
interested in
good
one.
though.
But like it's just fucking Batman Arkham as Legos, and Batman Arkham is fire. So
Yeah. So if you like Batman, you like Legos, it's
Lego
perfect for
Batman
you.
looks cool. Really
I'm.
disappointing that 5 gotcha games had trailers.
Oh
I
my
mean, they
god.
were
Yeah.
some of them were new gotcha games, some of them were DLCs for existing ones. Nobody fucking cares.
No.
Like who the like did you I saw this tweet and it was like a circle like with arrows and it was like Expedition 33 wins award, gotcha game trailer, so anime game or something, and then back to Expedition 33, and it was like a cycle of how the game
Yeah.
awards went. And but
So, okay, I will say Expedition 33 was my game of the year. I've been saying it since I first played the game and beat it. I've been saying this game of the year. I do think it's a little crazy that Kingdom Come Deliverance and Death Stranding and Ghost of Yotei didn't win anything at all. In my personal opinion, I at least think like best when it comes to like RPG, I think maybe Kingdom Come Deliverance should have won something like that. Or there was other ones like score. I think best game direction. I feel like Death Stranding 2 could have won that.
yeah,
I
I think
guess.
it's honestly criminal that like Kojima didn't get anything, to be
Yeah,
honest.
Death Stranding 2 was head
Like
over heels above the first one.
I haven't played Death Stranding 2, but everything I've seen about it, people are like it takes like 90% of the shit that people didn't like about the first one and fixes it all and makes it like a great game. So like the fact that Koji and like it's not like Kojima. I mean, Kojima has a lot of money. I'm not saying he's an indie developer at all, but like the way his games undergo development is not the same way that like AAA studios, you know, like he kind of functions a bit more like an indie studio than like a AAA developer, and like the amount of care and stuff that goes into his. So I think it's a little crazy that he didn't get anything. Not that like obviously Expedition 33 has like the praise it has for a reason, but just sad. And even though Expedition 33 is technically an indie game, I think it's criminal that that gets indie game of the year. Like,
yeah,
I mean, I guess
like
technically it's an indie game, but I feel like going forward, like they should put like a budget cap. Like I don't know what the budget of Expedition 33 is, but if they have enough to get these fucking like A-list voice actors in their game, and they have enough to get like live orchestra recording for their stuff, like that's fucking. I know technically they're an indie dev, but like they have a lot of fucking money to work with. Like,
so the game, the thing was, and it was confirmed by them themselves, it was under $10 million to make Expedition 33, right? And yes, compared to a AAA title, that's kind of cheap for the most part compared to a
that's
AAA
very
title.
cheap for a AAA title.
Yeah.
But for an indie title, having even a $1 million budget is crazy. Most indie games have like less than a $50,000 budget.
Yeah.
Like,
so regarding this, I do think that there should have been a category cap. Like if you, for people who like think why this is weird, imagine like one movie wins 9 out of the 12 Oscars. Like if you think about it, like if they won 9 out of the 12 Oscar categories, and it's just like it can't be that perfect where it fits every category. You know what I mean? So yes, the score was very good. The story was very good. The audio was very good, but like my thing was like I don't see it why like Death Stranding, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Hades 2, Silk Song, they all deserved a lot more praise. It like those all like genuinely all 6 categories in the game of the year, any one of them could have won it just because of how good it was. I do think that again, like I said, Expedition 33 was my game of the year, but I do think there should have been a cap limit on how many categories they should have gotten. It was kind of insane, and I kind of don't agree with that. But again, props to them, props to the team. They did great.
Yeah,
I'm gonna be playing whatever they're dropping next. I'm playing the shit out of it because I just know they're gonna be good at it. But still, it's just
I mean, like, the game is great. I don't want to like downplay their success and stuff. And you know what? Honestly, if it was a FromSoft game and it came out and it swept everything, I probably would be like, you know what? Maybe they got it. They wouldn't be putting FromSoft in an indie game though. But
yeah.
And then Expedition didn't win some categories that
I think player voice and then audio. That's the only 2 categories they didn't win.
I was very surprised at the audio. Like, not that like audio and music are in 2 separate categories. I'm very surprised at the audio one because Battlefield 6 won when there's games like there was Silent Hill.
It was Silent Hill, Ghost of Yotei, Death Stranding, Clair Obscur, then Battlefield. Okay, so I haven't finished Silent Hill, but again, I felt the creepiness of the game, and it genuinely felt like the audio design of the game was really, really well. Clair Obscur was really, really well. I mean, we played Battlefield a lot. Like we have I feel like over 50 hours, 60 hours into the game. Like we played it a good amount, and I think the game is like really good. It has great audio, but like yeah, I haven't played Death Stranding 2. I can't really give my opinion on it, but the 3 games that I have played, I am shocked also Battlefield won it because also I thought it was gonna win Best Action Game, but it didn't. And it was Hades 2, which I played that. Great. Love that game.
I'm happy that Hades got something.
Something.
I haven't played Hades, but that game looks like it's got a lot of care.
In my opinion, Hades 2 is the greatest roguelike to ever play. In my opinion, it is just perfect in every way. The design, audio, everything is great. Um, Hades 2 was just like again like Death Stranding 2. Hades 2 was just head over shoulders above everything. It's in the predecessor. Um, yeah, but it's just like yeah, some of the categories I feel like should have maybe I don't know. It's just like it's
Silk
weird.
Song didn't win a single thing.
Yeah,
Like, think about that.
didn't
Silk Song literally crashed like the Xbox fucking game store when it came out. Like,
yeah,
and
the
Silk
Xbox
Song
and
didn't win
PlayStation, yeah.
one fucking thing. Like, that's. I mean, I guess like you have to think about it too. I guess like yeah, Expedition 33 is a great game, but like next year GTA 6 is coming out.
Witcher
Right?
4.
So
Very-
like that game, there's no way that that game doesn't win for like it's
Doesn't have
almost
the same
not even
category.
worth to fucking make a game next year because like GTA 6 is just gonna win everything aside from best indie game. Like,
Next year, every game developer that's coming out with a game should just worry about releasing it before like October. Release the game before October, so then because in November, when that game comes out, nobody else is playing any other game as GTA. So if it doesn't get delayed for like the fifth time,
uh,
but yeah, I think so. Here's my also gripe with the game awards. The game awards overall was good. Like I didn't have a lot of issues with it. There wasn't really much. I would have maybe liked some games to be announced. Like for me personally, I like the new BioShock Judas. I would have liked that to be announced or some sort, but they didn't talk about that. Danny would have liked something about Bloodborne or even FromSoft in general would have been nice to see. Kojima talking about any of his games would have been nice to see. So I'm not blaming the Game Awards for it because maybe these
yeah,
studios
it's
just
not
didn't
that,
want to do it,
it's the studio's decision
just not wanting to do it.
show
Which again,
something.
it's fine. If the studios were like, "Hey, we're not ready to show anything," that's perfectly fine. That's not a bad thing to say. We had some good games though. am excited for some of the games like Resident Evil. They looks good. Me personally, I like the 007 game. That looks really sick. I'm probably gonna be playing that.
007 like doesn't miss.
Yeah,
Like,
007 is never
those
missed.
007 games are good.
Are good. And then for me, I like Phantom Blade. It looks like a fun game. I might be playing that.
Yeah, that game did
Um,
look cool. And also
yeah.
it was like Gang of Dragon.
Yeah,
That game
King of
low-key
Dragon.
looked
That
tough.
the creator of Yakuza. That game actually
game
looks
looked
really
tough.
fucking sick. That looks tough. I think that game looked really, really good. The racing game. There's two racing games that look really, really
The
good.
anime
Star
racing
Wars
game
looked really good.
actually looks so cool.
The anime racing game.
It looks like old
what
Need
was
for
it?
Speed.
Yeah. Like it actually looked like really fucking good. I really like that. Also, the Star Wars racing game. We didn't get much. We didn't actually get any.
There was like
real
no gameplay in that, but
But again, hey,
it's a cool
Star Wars
concept.
racing.
It's a cool concept.
Exactly. Like again, there was a lot of cool things being announced. It wasn't overall a bad thing. Just the ending where they landed it was kind of bad. Now, if
Kind of
people weren't
bad.
on Twitter at all while on it or didn't see it, in my opinion, I do not like the game that
Hero
they put
shooter
out,
slop.
High Ground.
High Guard.
High Guard. I'm sorry, High Guard. It's in my opinion, that is the game you end off with. I feel like if you just ended off with Resident Evil, you ended it off with Gang of Dragons, you ended it off with fucking Tomb Raider, Star Wars, like any of those games, I feel like, or 007, you would have shown more of 007. That would have been even cool. Like, or Divinity. Like, that would have been even more sick.
That
Like, ending it
Divinity
off with
trailer,
Divinity-
if that was the last thing that was shown at the Game Awards, that would have been cool.
Yeah, like, honestly, if you ended it off with Divinity, I think nobody would have been mad. Like, I mean, except the FromSoft, Half-Life, and
Yeah,
GTA
I mean,
fans.
I said this when we were watching it the other day. I was like, God himself could appear on stage, but if fucking Bloodborne 2 wasn't announced right after, I would not care. I literally wouldn't have cared.
Yeah. Again, we would have liked more games, or there was titles that we wanted to see but just didn't. So, but overall, I think there's a lot of cool games that look great. Like a lot of games that we wanted to play that looks like, hey, I would definitely try out this game. I think it's just like a matter of time to see what other games, because I want to emphasize also 2026 is actually a fucking stacked year of gaming.
Yeah.
Like extremely stacked. Like you might not have enough time to play all the games. How much stacked it is, right? But this Game Award made it feel like there wasn't any games coming out next year, but I promise you don't let the Game Awards distract you from the fact that 2026 game is like unbelievably stacked.
Yeah, well, I
To the
mean, with the
point-
Game Awards, it's not like the beginning half of the Game Awards was actually just stacked, and then the fucking second half was just gotcha games and then fucking hero shooter slop, and that's pretty much it. You know?
Yeah.
Like the first half was actually really good. And then gotcha games. 5 gotcha games.
Yeah, it was we had a friend who was like into that shit, and
And he
just
knew
instantly.
every one of them. Oh, I heard about this. The fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah. Also, like the Seven Deadly Sins game that looks so fucking stupid. Oh my god.
I'd rather chew
that shit
glass.
pissed me off.
I'd rather
I
chew
saw that.
glass than play that.
Oh my god. And then like that one really pissed me off. There was like some things that I feel like we should have gotten more of. What was it? Like Invincible. I feel like I would have liked to see more of the Invincible gameplay to see what's going on. I mean, we went to EVO and we saw it, which is
I
nice.
don't know. I thought that game was whack, not gonna lie.
It was okay. I mean, that I would have liked to see more 007. I feel like the 007, we barely saw anything of that.
Yeah.
I
It
would
was
have
just
really
like
liked
a
to see.
cinematic
Yeah.
trailer.
We just got cinematics of it, and that was it. Gang of Dragon was all cinematic, even though it looked hype as fuck. I would have liked to see some gameplay
Yeah.
of it. The Star Wars, I think both Star Wars that was announced. The Old Republic, yes, Star Wars: The Old Republic. Probably not. We didn't even get a release date. It just said, "Hey, we're making a Star Wars: Old Republic."
Yeah.
We haven't released it yet. We both Star Wars. I mean, I would have liked to see at least gameplay of it, at least a little bit. I don't. I think game companies should stop announcing games when they're like 4 years out. That's I don't know if that's a hot take or not, but if you're like years
Well, I
away
mean-
from developing it and still not finishing it, don't fucking announce it because we're gonna have a Skyrim situation where that
Yeah.
shit got announced 10 years ago and,
And we
it's still
haven't heard
radio
a
silent.
single thing since.
Skyrim 6 has been fucking announced for like what? I think it actually
Elder
has been 10 years.
Scrolls 6 was announced. I want to say at like the 2016 or 2015
Yeah.
Game Award.
It's gonna
Or
be
maybe
10
not
years.
Game Awards, but like some big ceremony. It might have been
Yeah.
Game Awards, but yeah, it
And-
was like 2015 or 2016.
And it was just like an overlay, just like a 30 seconds of the overview of a map, and that was it.
Yeah.
That's all we got, and then we haven't heard radio silence. So like, I feel like companies should stop doing this shit where they announce something, and they're like, "Hey, we're making something cool. If it's not releasing next year or the latest 2027, don't tell us. Like, why give us our hope? Like, okay, you can hype it up, and next year when you actually have the polished version. I don't like this. I think games should stop doing cinematics. Just only cinematics. It kind of is annoying. I think we should only be gameplay. If you're not showing gameplay, I don't give a fuck. Unless you're doing Divinity, which that trailer was crazy, or what was it? Gang of Dragons. Like if you're doing
Gang of
trailers like
Dragon
that,
was actually so tough. Him holding
Yeah.
the knife in his fucking stomach. That
if
was tough.
if you're not doing trailers like that, I do not give a fuck. Like dead ass. So I have never played any of the Boulder Gates games or the Divinity, but I'm probably gonna play it because just that cinematic looked that fucking good. And so I think the overall, if I had to grade the Game Awards, the first 2 hours, A plus. If we're asking the last hour, I would probably knock it down to like a B minus.
F for the fucking last hour. That was.
That last
I
hour
was just
really fucked
angry.
it.
Like we're getting
Yeah.
later and later into it, and I'm like, they're not saying anything about Bloodborne.
It's just my thing was I don't like how he hyped up the last game High Guard. Like he was like this game was 10 years in the working and it was ex Titanfall, ex Apex developers, the people who created those are going to make it and I'm like okay, cool, you know, they're making like a game, like a story game. That's really cool. And it's like multiplayer slop. Like we saw the trailer, saw the gameplay,
The
it just looks,
three-player multiplayer hero.
yeah, like we don't need that. That's not what we need. Like I don't understand why people keep doing this. Where they're like, oh, we need more hero shooters. No, we don't need more hero shooters. We're done with that.
I'm
done with that.
fine with like Valorant, Overwatch, and Marvel Rivals being the only ones that people play. Honestly,
Yeah,
I
like
don't care.
yeah. At this point, it's like we already have too many multiplayer games, and like you're just catering to looks like what you're catering to esports, which is like I get it. It's a big market over there, but like the Game Awards is overall games. Like you're remembered by the stories of the games. I just hope maybe next year We might get a From Software news. Who knows? I know Dusk Blood is coming out next year for the Switch, which is like, you know, it's not. It's like
Nintendo
a mini thing.
slop.
Yeah, but again, I just would have hoped maybe some more news. Which I'm not blaming the Game Awards. I want to emphasize this: we're not blaming the Game Awards for this. Developers just didn't want to post anything because maybe they're not ready, which is a good thing. I don't want maybe Miyazaki coming out and be like, "Yeah, we're making a Souls game 2029." And it's like, why even tell us?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, why even fucking tell us? But again, I think the Game Awards was pretty good. A lot of great games got announced. A lot of more information about games that we wanted to know about. So, I guess we'll see what happens. Maybe in the coming weeks we might get more news. So who knows? But yeah, that's it for the episode. If you like what you're watching, go to QORgaming.com/shop for merch. And yeah, goodbye.